Namaste. I'm Dr. Robert. And today on 5-ish Minutes with Dr. Robert, my subject is books that I recommend. Now, honestly, I recommend all kinds of books, but for 5-ish Minutes, I've come up with 6 books that I really want to recommend. Book number 1 is I, Lalla, which are the poems of a very wonderful Kashmiri mystic poet named Lal Ded. And she's quite unique, and you will enjoy reading that. Book number 2 is in a similar vein, the Jnaneshwari, technically called the Bhagavad Deepika, but it's Jnaneshwara Maharaj's commentary on the Bhagavad Gita. And it is a wonderful commentary, not only because it is so focused on bhakti, but because you can also learn how to awaken your kundalini just by reading it. That doesn't mean it will happen, but it does mean you can learn how to do it. Number 3 is a book called Kinship with All Life, written about 70 years ago by J. Allen Boone. And it talks all about how human beings can interact with and meaningfully communicate with all kinds of different species, and how all life really is communicating with one another all the time. Number 4, The Guns of August. I really like Barbara Tuchman. I believe that's how you pronounce her name. She's written quite a number of excellent books on history, but this one shows just how almost inevitable World War I was once certain events in August of 1914 happened, and everyone started to behave in a way that forced the events that eventually turned into World War I. It's an excellent analysis and really a dramatic example of how humans, with the best of intentions, often end up with the worst of results. Book number 5 is called The Wonder That Was India by Professor A.L. Basham, who I was fortunate enough to meet about 45 years ago in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Professor Basham was a professor at the Australian National University, and though this book is also quite old and some of the conclusions may be not as valid as they were in the past, it's really an excellent description of the many ways in which Indian culture flourished during the classical age. And the 6th book is one that I've just completed, and it's called An Immense World by Ed Young. Ed, for a different book, won a Pulitzer Prize. He's an excellent writer. And this is all about how absolutely mind-boggling are the senses that animals have and humans have, and how all of these different perceptions of the worlds, the technical term that they use is the Umwelt, the world environment of different species, how dramatically they differ, even though we're all are living in the same world. This is Dr. Robert wishing everyone a happy reading experience.